Civil Society Legislative and Advocacy Center CISLAC, in partnership with Transparency International Nigeria, have revealed that Nigeria loses about 15 to 18 billion US dollars as a result of illicit financial flows annually. The organizations stated this during a one-day conference on illicit financial flows and corruption in arbitration in Abuja on Wednesday. The Executive Director of CISLAC, who also doubles as the head of Transparency International Nigeria, Mr. Auwal Musa Rafsanjani, attributed these losses to gaps in investor-state arbitration, tax evasion, grand corruption, organized crime activities, and many other illicit practices.
The current situation of Nigeria regarding the illicit financial flow and money laundering is extremely challenging. Putting things in perspective, Nigeria loses about 15 to 18 billion annually to illicit financial flow, largely generated by tax evasion, but fueled also by grand corruption, organized crime activities, and many other illicit practices.
Rafsanjani maintains that although Nigeria might be an extreme case, this menace is replicated throughout Africa, where the people are left to continue to wallow in abject poverty.
Although Nigeria might be an extreme case, this model is replicated throughout Africa. Corruption and the gaps in the Investor-State Arbitration proves to be another area where Nigeria loses precious resources while most Nigerians live in abject poverty. The consequences of corruption is underdevelopment, and we are now seeing it clearly. We are seriously going serious underdevelopment crisis in this country, courtesy of corruption.
In agreement with these revelations made by the organizations, the Executive Secretary of the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, Professor Sadiq Radha, stated that the country would not make much needed progress until corruption is defeated. Professor Radha restated the commitment of the President to fighting corruption to a standstill in Nigeria, while adding that President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo alone cannot fight corruption.
We all believe and agree that as a country, we will not make the much needed progress unless and until we fight corruption. Nobody needs to be told that corruption has literally decimated our country, and everybody is paying the price. Therefore, fighting corruption is not a choice. It's a necessity. A necessity because for us that are living now to enjoy Nigeria, resources for the country must work for the citizens. Again, for future generations to have a country they will be proud of, we have to work for them today. Working for them will require us to fight corruption. The President, the Vice President have made commitment to Nigerians that corruption will be fought, and as long as we are concerned, there is no going back. The President, the Vice President alone cannot fight corruption. The legislature, the judiciary, civil society organizations, civil servants, everybody has to play a role. The religious people, everyone has to play a role.
Also speaking at the conference, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Mr. Abdul Rashid Bawa, who was represented by the head of research unit of the commission, Mr. Abiodun Adebanjo, pointed out that illicit financial flows in Nigeria is mainly perpetrated by corrupt leaders, their foreign accomplices, and multinationals.
Investigation by the EFCC and other international law enforcement agencies such as the FBI, the National Crimes Agency, NCA, whom we work very closely with at the EFCC, reveals that massive illicit financial flow goes out of Nigeria. It is facilitated by the global shadow financial system, comprising tax havens, secret jurisdiction, disguised corporations, anonymous trust accounts, fake foundations, trade mispricing, multinational asset stripping, and money laundering techniques.
The panel session of the conference, as facilitated by Mr. Vaclav Prosa of CISLAC, had representatives drawn from the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption (PACAC), the Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP), as well as the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes (UNODC), who individually discussed on improving coordination to reduce illicit financial flows, the contribution of non-state actors in reducing illicit financial flows in Nigeria, as well as the role of international community and development partners in preventing illicit financial flows from Nigeria, respectively. Abel Kure, reporting for HURIDAC-TV, Abuja.